Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave. I am one. When I express through the speech, I become a speaker. When I express through the ears, I become a hearer. When I express through the legs, I become a Johnny Walker. Have I become many? Exactly. Now I am a speaker and you are supposed to be listener. So if you simply remain as a listener, you are in meditation. Don't struggle for meditation. See, these people who get lost in this meditation, they are miserably suffering silently, and also when they are out of it, they suffer violently. Suffering continues. Now tell me what it takes to you if at this moment for next 1.5 hours or 1 hour 15 minutes, you simply remain as a listener, nothing else. What more meditation you want, tell me? Therefore, when we say tyage naike amritatva manashu, you don't have to give up anything. At this time, you are a listener, be listener. I am a speaker, I continue speaking. That's it. When you are taking food, only you are the person is taking food. That's it, nothing more than that. But then we take food. Oh, what a lovely rasam. Wonderful. Swami, this is coffee. Okay, sorry. You get carried away so much by all these worldly things. And this is only because body identification habit. See, body is not a problem, I am not the problem, world is not a problem, sense organs are not the problem. Problem is only body identification, and this cannot be removed. Like when you stand in front of the mirror, you cannot stop reflection appearing in the mirror. Then what can be done? Don't take that reflection seriously. So when I am reflecting in the mirror of wife, what appears is the husband. So if you have to define husband, what is husband? Husband is a cocktail of three principles: man, wife, and influence of the man, of the wife on the man. Three things. Out of the three, which is real? Only this much, nothing more. One husband was telling me, Swamiji, tell my wife, I'm elder than her. She doesn't respect me, at least respect my age. I said, forget about it. I will not support you. I am supporting her. Why? I said, because she gives me food. She never gave me food. Then I told, you tell me, did you get married one after another or together? You got married together. So, how many years you are married? 15 years. I said, therefore, you will continue fighting for another 4 years. How can you say like that? I said, 15 years means what? You are a teenager. Teenagers, how many years they continue to be? Up to the age of 19. So after your 19 years of marriage is over, then both of you come in terms to each other. It is easier to deal with the known enemy than the unknown friend. See, when we talk of husband and wife, we are not talking about man and woman. This is all, my friends, not difficult. Therefore, anyatra dharmat, anyatra dharmat. So, what should be the practice? Whatever you are supposed to do at a given period of time in a particular place as a particular person, do it cheerfully, happily, and relax. Don't forget to relax. In Delhi, on the red light and the this thing traffic signals, it is written the relax, because the traffic people in India knew that Indians, when they see the red light, like a bull, they charge. Therefore, relax. So, anyatra dharmat, anyatra dharmat. Don't get caught up in that. Then, anyatra asmat kruta krutat. Kruta is effect. Akruta is a cause. Tell me that which is beyond the cause and effect. Don't tell me because of this thing has happened. Enough of that cause and effect. How? Cause and effect is an illusion. This is because of this that happened. Now see how it is. The cause is established by studying the effects. When you go to the doctor, what do we talk to the doctor? Unless you are an Indian, we tell the symptoms. But when an Indian goes to the doctor, he tells him that एक आध इंजेक्शन लगा दो यार. No, let him decide. So we give the symptom, these are the symptoms, and then he comes to a conclusion, this is the cause. So the symptoms are establishing the cause, therefore symptoms are the cause of the cause, or the cause is the cause of the effect. Anything which is mutually dependent is an illusion. How important it is. And we are all getting lost only in this. About this one example, I tell you how we get lost in this. There was one girl in US, and in US NRI, I don't know here much, but in US I know, the NRIs in US, they are competing with each other. If your son is going for tennis, so what? My daughter is going for Bharatanatyam. And what is Bharatanatyam? Hitting the poor floor with the leg. Kada, kada. Bharatanatyam is simple things done in complicated ways. You know how they do the namaskar? Namaskar? No, no. कहाँ गया कहाँ गया कहाँ गया Bharatanatyam. And Bharatanatyam is only among the Tamilians. Maharashtrians don't have dance in them. Maharashtrians can only argue. So, this family, I am telling, they are Maharashtrians. So, that lady told that her daughter that you have to learn Bharatanatyam. And compulsory she has to go. And she started hitting the floor without knowing the technique. And as a result, her heel got hurt. And then it was painful. And it continued to such an extent that she has to go to school. Class 7 and 8, she went on wheelchair. Can you imagine? They tried everything. Nothing is helping. Then the old people at home, Swamiji, see, we have not done any bad thing to anybody. We are on the contrary supporting you. I said, that is worse. That is your fault. Why this is happening to us? Then the father of that girl said, "Look here, you people only brought me to Swamiji, and what he told, cause and effect is an illusion. Don't get lost why this is happening. This is happening, now start thinking how to get out of it." This is where many intellectuals get miserable and they go into depression. Don't find out why this is happening. This is happening. Now think how you get out of it. But they will ask us the question, "Swamiji, why my son is so terrible? Other people's children are like that. See, Mama, for a chili plant, do you expect tomatoes to come?" What you talk, we don't understand. Thank God. Otherwise, you will trouble me. See, friends, simply asking all this, no, but you know why is so horrible? I said, okay, listen. In the last life, you have taken a lot of money loan from him. You need return. So in this life, he is taking with interest. See, friends, don't get lost in this cause and effect. Therefore, anyatra dharmat, anyatra adharmat, anyatra asmat kruta krutat. Then, anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha. Amiji, I don't know what is going to happen to this world. If you don't know, relax. If you know, be prepared. Then who will worry? Then worrying becomes our second nature, constantly worrying about everything. Anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha means what? That which is other than the past and the future. So what sadhana you have to do for this? I told you, don't talk about your past. But you said, I told you it is a past tense, isn't it? Yes, it is a past tense. Then from that past tense, be attentive. Whenever you have learned from your past experiences, you have grown wise with that experience. Whenever we learn from any experience, we do not precipitate impressions on our mind in the form of liking or disliking. See how important it is. Therefore, with every past experience, if we have learned slowly, we grow wise. And if we don't learn from our own experiences, we grow old and otherwise. Who are old otherwise people? They have complained about everything in this world. So, anyatra bhutat, then bhavyacha. What is going to happen? They don't stop here. What is going to happen? Their problem is about, Swamiji, what happens after death? People will be happy. They are waiting. Simple rule. When we are alive, nothing has happened. Has anything happened, you tell me. If we were not in this world, nothing will change, nothing will happen. So our prior absence and posterior absence, if both of them are without any consequence, our presence is most unwanted. See, friends. Now if you put all these three things together, anyatra dharmat, one. The anyatra asmat krita 2 and anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha. What is the net result? Other than the past and the future, what does it mean? In the present. The present is a tense. If we are influenced by the past tense and the future tense, in short, we start living in tenses. But if the past tense is dropped, and if the future tense is not allowed to be born, what remains is not the present tense. Present tense without the past and the future tenses is only presence. But we are all the time living in tensions because we are living in tenses. Drop the tenses. You are relaxed. Anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha. When Nachiketu has done such a great deal analysis, what more he wants to know? See where the error is. We have to know, see, what is the error? He says, Yat tat pashyasi tad vada. Whatever you are seeing, that show me. That means you and me are separate. When an ornament goes to salute the gold, the ornament loses its name and form, and only the gold remains. When the wave goes to salute the ocean, the name and the form of the wave disappears and ocean remains. When the disciple goes to the Guru, then the disciple disappears, only Guru remains. So, what was the catch in his understanding? He was unable to drop the objective approach to the subject. That is one of the reasons I do not entertain question answers. Just recognize this. Question always comes about something other than the self. Question always comes to somebody. These 2 points, if we take care, remain as nobody, then you have no questions. Once we were in Miami, Florida, and we went to some ashram, great Mahatma. And my host with whom I went, um, we went there, so please sit down in a better place. And then we were sitting, then Mahatma ji came. So we got up, Namaskar, Chamatkar, and he sat. And he told them, what questions you have got? Ask. They looked at me. Because I don't entertain any question answer. So he said, our Swamiji doesn't allow us to ask questions and he doesn't reply any questions. But unless you ask question, how will you know? Upanishad says, Tad Vijnanartham Gurumeva Vigachet. Bhagavad Gita says, Tad Vidhi Paripratena Pariprashnena Sevaya. I said, it is also said, Sevaya. Sevaya ki kheer le aao. Khilao. See, friends, if you are just very simple, you'll come to know there is nothing to be known in this world. When Bhagavad Gita says, Vedaishcha sarvai aham eva vedya. Sarvaihi Vedaihi, all the scriptures are only telling us what is worthy of knowing in this world is who is this I. Everything else is secondary. It has no consequence. In this example I have quoted number of times, just simple thing. Who was the 8th president of USA? Don't answer. What was the number of the glasses of Mahatma Gandhi? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Does it matter anything? See, what matters is to know who am I. And the moment your identity is corrected, you will see that there is nothing worthy in this world wasting our time and energy. And therefore, when Nachiketa asked this question, his problem was this: Yat tat pashyasi tad vada. As if the experience of the disciple and the experience of the guru is separate. It is as if the man is separate from the husband and the husband is separate from the man. Who is the husband? Oh, we have spent now, this is the fifth lecture, and we have not brought the what is the backbone of Vedanta. Do you know what is the backbone of Vedanta? Snake and the rope. We forgot about it. So when we see the snake on the rope, we start inquiry about the snake or the rope. We start inquiry about the snake, not the rope. And where do we end up? The snake disappears, rope remains. Don't bother about who is God. Find out who is asking the question. Then you will come to know that there is somebody. And when this somebody disappears, but I want to know about the reality. What is Atma? What is Paramatma? What is Jivatma? And what is CH Atma? And that very moment, the bell goes, ten, 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 lunch. Okay, we'll see it later. Khana khate. All this inquiry is the luxury of the lazy people. Therefore, yat tat pashyasi tadvada, don't go and ask anybody this, that. Because this is the main defect. Although this Nachiket had everything perfectly well, yet this sense of otherness, duality, was still held as valid. It is something like um, when I went to see the snake with a torch and a stick, and when I saw, oh, it was a rope. Will you stop there, or you will ask, okay, thank God it is a rope, but my question is where the snake has gone? Will you ask any question? See, friends, the moment you start your inquiry, who is miserable, who is asking question, about what he is asking question, objectivity in knowledge is mind. Mind minus objectivity is consciousness. Until such time, objectivity is given value and importance, we will be only getting lost in this relative world. Thereafter, the teacher explains him. Sarve Veda Yatpadam Amananti Tapansi Sarvani Cha Yadvadanti Yadichanto Brahmacharyam Charanti Tatte Padam Sangraheda Bravimi Om Itte Tada. Sarve Veda Yatpadam Amananti. All the scriptures are indicating only to this pada. Pada is padyate iti pada. That which can be reached. It is not an illusion. It can be reached. Now the question is how much time, energy, efforts it takes. That much time, energy, efforts, as much a husband requires to reach the man that he is. So what he has to do, I told you very simple. Take wife lightly, even she is heavy. That's it. But we become so serious. Once I took a bathing bowl, begging bowl, and went to a mosque. Sat outside till the prayers are over. Prayers were over. I thought the people will come because all the devotees of God, they will give me something. Waited, nobody gave anything. I got frustrated. Then I went to a church, noon service. There I went. After the service, people came. Again I sat there. Proper acting and makeup, but nobody gave me anything. I got frustrated. I went to temple. Temple is all the time going, coming, no timing. So I was sitting there for quite some time. Nobody gave anything. By then evening, whole day gone without a pie, asking from the devotees of the God of all the religions. Beggars have no choice. I got so frustrated. Finally, I went to a pub and sat outside the pub. Within half an hour, my ball was full. Then I shouted at God, "Oh Lord, why did you give the wrong address?" As much the so-called religious people are, simple people are better. They go to the court and say, "I swear by Bible, by Quran, by Bhagavad Gita." Don't put a bottle there. I swear by this thing. He will tell the truth. Practical. Hey, friends. For Sarve Veda Yat Padam Amananti. Karma is told, Karmani Chitta Shuddhyartham, Aikagriyartham Upasanam, Mokshartham Brahma Vijnanam, Iti Vedanta Dindimaha. Karma is not done to get something out of this world, but it is for the purification of our mind. Then what is the impurity of our mind? Impurity of our mind is we are working under the influence of personal likes and dislikes. We are following the path of prayer, not the path of Shreyas. Then Aikagratham Upasanam. Upasana is done not for asking, begging all the time. You know our gods, Hindus only have gods. So all the gods have got this particular mudra. This is not Abhaya mudra and this is not Dana mudra. This is enough. How much will you ask? And this is, if you don't stop, I'll give one. Constantly asking, beggary. That is not upasana. We go to the temple and tell the God, "Oh Lord, other than we want everything." So, Aikagrartham upasanam. Upasana is done so that we train our mind to remain focused on the goal of our life. And when the mind is thus purified and trained to be on the goal completely all the time, then the third important thing remains, and that is self-discipline. Yoga is practice for self-discipline, not for health and not for long life. These three things are done. Mind is purified, mind becomes single-pointed, and life is self-disciplined. Then such a person is able to study study Vedanta Bengal. You know, in Bengal there is no war, and therefore Bengalis are never worried. What happened? He is buried. Therefore, Sarve Veda Yat Padam Amananti, All the scriptures are indicating about this reality. Tapansi sarvani se yad vadanti. All the tapasya, everything is done only for this purpose. And yadi chanto brahmacharyam charanti. And keeping this in view, the people follow austerity, celibacy, etc. Tatte padam sangrahena bravimi. I shall now tell you that in short, what is that? Om itte tada. It is Om. Om is to be understood by a, u, ma. When you chant a, the sound comes from the throat, guttural sound. When you say u, your tongue rolls and then the sound a becomes u. And the last sound that our mouth can produce is the labial, the ma. Pa, pa, ba, ba, ma. So, it includes the total things indicated by the sounds. All the languages of the world is one understanding. Second understanding, that every sound is followed by silence. So these are called three matras and followed by is amatra. So we are told to remain aware of this. Om. Then find out where from the Om begins and where does it go back. First, this gross practice is done. Then you study Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad. Then it is shown there. You must have seen the kids. In some house I was there and the child came from the school. And all mothers have got this illusion that their children are very smart and intelligent. They forget about themselves. And then the child said, Mummy, guess what we have studied today in the school? Oh, beta, you tell me. You know, we have studied human body. Oh, human body. Do you know? Yes, I know. I'm a doctor. There are so many physiological systems. What Papa tells about you is right. You know nothing. Then you tell, and the child shows. See, this is human body. This is head. Did you tell? This is chest. Did you tell? This is legs. Now be attentive. Shape or form is indicated by the name. Waking is indicated by name or dream is indicated by u, and deep sleep is indicated by ma. So Om is waker, dreamer, deep sleeper along with their world. But in the absence of all of them, the substratum on which these sprouting happened doesn't go anywhere. It is ever the same. But what happens in our life? We are not only lost in the body identification, but then we create the second generation 2G scam. After body identification, we become mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, and from there the samsara begins. And we get tired of that. Then what we do? We do temporary suicide. What is a temporary suicide? We go to sleep. In the sleep, there is no body identification, therefore, there is no husband, and therefore, in spite of the wife next to you, you can snore loudly and slowly. No hurry. Has anybody been snoring hurriedly? Kar, 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 kar. No, no, no. There is no hurry. Now, where from that courage comes? See, friends, we have to just recognize this. Therefore, Om is not only Om, nothing will happen. Our condition is like what? One person went to the doctor. Doctor, yes, I have to reduce my weight and please give me a perfect chart for diet. So he gave to that lady, take this accordingly and practice it for 1 month and show me afterwards. She came, double. Doctor asked, what did you do? Doctor Saab, whatever you have given me, I was eating that after my regular meals. Exactly the same way. Om, okay, Om. You understand what is meant? We have to get rid of body identification. All the problems of the waking world are dissolved. Get rid of the modifications of the mind identification. All problems of dream are gone. But what happens? We bring the problem from the dream into the waking. Maharajji, we had a very bad dream. I don't know what to do. They say it's a very inauspicious dream. There was one black cobra came and he climbed on me and then he just took a small slit and took out my jugular vein and like the Coca-Cola. He was drinking the whole blood. I don't know, Swamiji, I got frightened. What will happen? I said, that is my question. What happened to that cobra? Still alive? After drinking your blood, nobody can survive. You are so poisonous. Now, please tell what should be done. Then I come to know. Chalo, bakra mil gaya. Recently, there was a Bakri Eid. One person asked me this question. Swamiji, what is the meaning of Bakri Eid? I said, come on, I am not a Muslim. I don't know. No, you know everything. I said, okay, listen. On that day, the bakra is slaughtered. Therefore, Bakri is happy. It is not a Bakra Eid. See, friends. So I found out now, bakra mil gaya. Then I tell him, okay, really you are right. It is a very inauspicious dream. Then you have to make a cobra out of gold. Maybe a kilo should be enough. And go to Shiva temple, do puja and Rudri and Chamakam. And after that, puja, everything is over. Then that cobra, don't give to Panditji, give it to me. Then what will happen? Problem of your black cobra will disappear and the problem of the yellow cobra will See, friend, just come to discover this truth. As if the problems of this life are not enough for us. We borrow from the last life. I don't know, last life what I have done. Then relax if you don't know. Refuse to accept that you are a soul. Go to Goa, make a soul curry and enjoy. See? But this, if the soul goes away, then the whole market will collapse. See? Therefore, यदि छंदो ब्रह्मचर्यं चरन्ति तत्ते padam sangrahena bravimi. And then the third step. So when the waking is over, we are still there. When dream is over, we are still there. Be attentive. When waking and dream happens, nothing is added to me. And when dream happens, I don't lose anything. Like when a waker experiences the waking state, whatever dreams were there, will that waking person worry or give value to the dream? No. Be attentive. Exactly the same way. A seeker, he now looks upon the waker in different roles. Like the waker looks upon the dreamer. So who is the seeker? A seeker is the one who is going through all the experiences, but his attention is on his mind. The day we start working on our mind, that day a seeker is born. And what is the working on the mind? Come to discover, mind is not the reality. Mind is an expression of life. Like the light is not the reality. Light is an expression of electricity. And therefore, when one bulb becomes fused, the light from the bulb doesn't go in search of another fuse bulb to enter. Exactly the same way. When one body dies, the life from the body doesn't go in search of another body. Life is a manifestation and not individuality. Life is abhivyakti and not vyakti. Vyakti begins from body identification. So, what is the distance that we have to carry across from the mind go to the life? And this is what we do. In deep sleep, life is there, but the mind is not there. Which mind? Individual mind is not there. The individual mind has merged with the total mind. Like our individual mobile phone, when it is plugged with the mains, then it gets charged. In the same manner, the individual mind, when it merges with the total mind, it gets charged, and next day we are again there to do the WhatsApp. We wake up for what? The moment we get a WhatsApp. Therefore, they say in English, the worst kind of alphabet is W. Wealth, wine, woman, wife, WhatsApp. Friends, come to realize this. Therefore, etadhevaksharam brahma, etadevaksharam param, etadevaksharam jnatva yo yadichati tasya tat. When you come to discover the meaning of this akshara, Om, then not only your material desires are fulfilled, but you are qualified to be one with the truth. Oh, all desires are fulfilled, yes. But how? All desires are fulfilled not in a sequence. All desires are fulfilled simultaneously. In Kathopanishad, this mantra comes. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma yo veda nihitam guhayam parame vyomanna so shnute sarvan kaman saha. That saha is the most important word. All the desires stand fulfilled together, simultaneously. Yugapat. So when all the desires stand fulfilled together, means what? There are no desires left. We also have no desires. We have taken food up to the nose and then the ice cream comes. Take this ice cream. Not now. That means afterwards I'll take it. Desires have not gone. See, friends. Therefore, you yadi chati tasyata. That means all your desires stand fulfilled. That means you will be liberated from the clutches of desires. Etadalambanam sreshtam etadalambanam param etadalambanam jnatva brahmaloke mahiyate. He who is thus able to hold on to this support and continues his approach of understanding his essential nature with the support of this Om, then he attains fulfillment in his life. Brahmaloke mahiyate. But so far you are not told what is that, sir. Now the teacher is telling, न जायते म्रियते वा विपश्चित् नायं कुतश्चिन्न बभूव कश्चित् अजो नित्य शाश्वतोऽयं पुराणो न हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीरे. Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, Bhagavan Krishna has stolen this, but never give reference. He was not educated actually. And right from childhood, he learned only stealing. So whether it is a butter or this books, born thief. So, na jayate mriyate va vipashit. Now be attentive. When we read the scriptures or when we study the scriptures, what is the difference between studying the scriptures and anything else? When I look at the book, I look at the book. But when I look at the mirror, I don't look at the mirror. I look in the mirror. And in the mirror, I do not see the reflection. In the mirror, I see myself. Exactly the same way. When we are studying the scriptures, we are looking into the scriptures. And we don't see Atma, Brahma. We see ourselves there. How? Na jayate mriyate va vipaschit. Now this principle, self-illumined, na jayate mriyate va, is neither born nor dies. Now start immediately applying. Neither born. Do we have the experience of birth? Somebody tells us. And we accept it dumb. Who had the experience of birth? Nobody. Neither the child has, nor the mother has, nor the father has, nor the nurse has. See? This is our story. Na jayate, na mriyate, nor does this reality die. Now, do we have the experience of our death? Nobody has ever experienced death. Now, if we understand it subjectively, you don't require any struggle. Therefore, na jayate mriyate va vipaschit nayam kutaschit na bahuva kaschit. It has no cause, causeless existence. Nor it is born out of anything, nor does it create anything. And therefore, ajaha, unborn, nitya, eternal, shashvataha, unmodifying, ayam, this reality, Purana, is eternal and yet fresh. It is not old, no. It is beyond impact of time, and therefore, no hanyate hanyamane sharire. When the body is destroyed, nothing happens to this. मरने भी नहीं देते. All those who want to live long by yoga, and all those who want to commit suicide because of frustration, both are suffering from the same disease of body identification. Those who want to commit suicide, they have this notion. If they commit suicide, cinema will be over. And those who want to live long, therefore if the body lives long, they will live long. मर के तो दिखाओ. Friends. But then when you are in that particular atmosphere, you should do the acting. Once one of my friend took me somewhere, Swamiji, my friend had died, and this guy, okay, we are fit to go everywhere. So when somebody dies, we go. When somebody doesn't die, we go. So kuch karo. So we went there, and the dead body was kept over there. And what people do, you should do it. Don't ask anything. So the flowers came. I said, what? Offer the flower. Do namaskar. When he is alive, give gali. When a date into flow. And then took a round around him. And then I was sitting. He said, Swamiji, please talk something on Gita. I said, he is not listening. Talk for whom? Today it is his function. Talk on Gita. For whom? And then we came out, and then we had to go to the next place, was a birthday celebration of a child. We went there. The moment they went, the kids are kids, so they put some kind of a conical cap on my head, and then happy birthday. And this old man, he was standing there, miserably frustrated. Somebody asked, Uncle, what's something happened to you? People die and you are celebrating birthdays. Okay, then you also die. No, we have to play whatever is required to be done at a given time. When somebody is happy, be happy in his happiness. Don't be jealous. मालूम है? अरे मालूम क्या है? See, friends. Therefore, ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Therefore, when Mahatmas die, they don't have a mourning period. It is Mahanirvan. It is celebration. Celebration what? Chalo gaya. See? Hanta ched manyate hantum hatas ched manyate hatam ubhav tavna vijanito nayam hantina hanyate. Those who think that I am killing and those who think I am killed, both of them are the fools of the highest order. Both of them don't know. Therefore, ubhav tavna vijanitaha. Both of them don't know because na ayam hanti na hanyate. He is neither the killer because there is no sense of doership. When the tsunami comes and hundreds and thousands and millions of people are destroyed, the ocean doesn't get the sin. In next life, you will not get salt. No, not like that. And there is no doership. This is the basic thing. To get freedom from karma is not becoming lazy. There we have to understand what is karma. Action plus doership is equal to karma. So what will be giving up karma? Give up doership. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फल हेतुर्भूः. Do not become the cause of creating the karma phala. How the karma phala happens? When there is a doer. You see all these things which are done in the karma kanda, they give a little bit of rice and some flour and water, and then they have the sankalpa. In such and such place, in such and such time, and the son of so and so, and I am doing such and such karma, imam karma karishye, and then it becomes a karma. Without sankalpa, karma, it doesn't happen. Without authentication, the paper is not a legal document. So the authentication is the sense of doership. And therefore, ubhav tavna vijanitaha nayam antina hanyate. Anoho aniyan mato mahiyan atmasya jantor nihito guhayam tamakratuhu pashyati vita shokaha dhatu prasadat mahimanam atmanaha. Anoho aniyan mahato mahiyan. It is subtler than the subtlest and bigger than the biggest. These are not words. Just find out. It is our story. For the first time, many years before, I was small, and I used to hear one statement in your Mathura area. Anything you say, hey, what happened to that? Yaar, wo gaya bhaad mein. So every time I used to hear the bhaad mein, I asked one person, hey, what is this bhaad, yaar? Duniya gayi bhaad mein, bhaad must be how big? Mahiyan. So what is bigger than the biggest and smaller than the smallest? It is the space which can be comfortable in the eye of the needle and which can contain millions of universes. Is it not true? All the experiences, good and bad, are supported by us, but none of them ever touch us. The mind dissolves. Mind doesn't sleep. When the mind is dissolving, the experience is different. When the mind goes back to Prakriti, the experience is different. Therefore, Anoho Aniyan Mahato Mahiyan Atma sa Jantoho Nihito Guhayam. And don't start searching him here and there. See, friend, be very attentive. The self is in the very substratum of the Panchakoshas. So what we are told, then we start sitting and then quiet and then give up the Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Kosha, and inside there is Paramatma. Are Baba, when you are given up, where is inside and outside? This biggest error of accepting the illusion of inside and outside as real has to be corrected. And it can be corrected only by proper understanding. Like the example I gave you, where do we have experiences in the mind? Whether where object there is the experience or inside the experience. Where the experience is happening? In mind. But where? Outside or inside? If the mind is outside, inside, then you can talk about. But the mind is not inside, outside. The body is in the mind. When the mind is totally enfolded, that time, where is the body? Who am I? Everything disappears. But the mind continues to exist. Therefore, Atma Janturu Nitu Tam Akratuhu Pashyati Vita Shokaha. And therefore, who can Pashyati, who can experience this Akratuhu? Akratuhu means the one who has, be attentive, who has no regrets of the past. In the old age, people suffer because of these two things. Oh God, what I should have done, I have never done it. Oh God, what I should not have done, I have done that. Now I am feeling so guilty, so bad. The biggest burden that we carry on us is the regrets of wrong commissions and right omissions in our life. And there is only one way to get out of it. Select, shift, delete. You cannot undo the past, but come to discover. Past belongs to whom? Past belongs to the body, not to you. And therefore, when we are insisting again and again, don't bring your past in the present, means what? You are slowly getting disidentified from your body. But when you talk about your childhood, you are still holding on to the body identification. All the body has gone, but still you go on holding, like a photograph. See, friends. And in this manner, we train our mind not to go back in the past And when the mind starts remaining in the present, slowly, slowly, to that extent, our body identification becomes weaker and weaker. Like, we don't talk about our dreams all the time. Has anybody ever written the autobiography of a dreamer? No. But we write autobiography of a waker. I was born in Honolulu, and then I started growing vertically. But I hit the ceiling, it is very low. Then I didn't give up. I started growing horizontally. Who is born? Who is living? Either write autobiography of a dreamer, or write or don't write autobiography of a waker. See, friends, like for every dream, there is a separate dreamer. Equally true, for every waking experience, there is a separate waker. Can you accept this? That every dream has a separate dreamer, of course. Because in one dream I was a king, in other dream I was a beggar, in one dream I was a soldier, in other dream I was a minister. There is no logic, no nothing. So we brush it away. Exactly in the waking. Sometime I was a child, sometime I was in a dream. But then we create an illusion of continuity. If you take any rosary or any garland, what is a garland? Randomly the flowers are brought together by a thread which is continuous. And when you cut the thread and separate all the garlands, where the garland has gone? Nowhere. Because it was nowhere. We do the same thing. In place of the flowers, in Hindi they call it fool. In case of the waker, keep the flowers or the fools, and keep the thread of the consciousness through and through, and make a garland of fools. Watch what we talk. We talk only that garland which has no existence. Therefore, it is so simple that we will never practice it. We are expert in doing complicated things. Do pranayam, stand on one leg, one hand there, one hand there, and do padmasan, and then you forget kaun sa upar hai, kaun sa niche. And then it gets caught up. It doesn't open. Oh God, call the ambulance. It doesn't open. All physical, physical, physical. See, friends, when you thus start accepting life in the light of this wisdom, then tam akratuhu pashyati. When you have no regrets, no nothing, mind is at peace all the time. Many people have the same problem. Swamiji, that way I am lucky. My wife is also good. My children are also good. They are all healthy. We have no financial problem. But my mind is disturbed. What should I do? Lagao. Liquid spirituality. Thank you, Swamiji. Who can help you, man? Nobody can help you. We have to live our life. We have to die our death. We have to lead our spiritual life. There is no proxy on this path. You can employ a Pandit ji. Kindly do Mrityunjay Maha Mantra Japa for me. Said ji, Dakshina, you people are very greedy. Take 1 rupee. And then that Sethji turns and Pandit said, Sethji ho gaya, it's over. So quickly, ये एक रुपए में ऐसे ही होता है. Why so? Made in China. One lady gave me one bottle, plastic bottle. Swamiji, this is the bottle, you take it away. That is also okay. No, this is special bottle. What is special? Read on the label. Label was not made in China. Friends. Therefore, tamakratu pashyati vita shokaha. Now, how do we know? What are the symptoms of our proximity to the reality? What are the symptoms? Symptoms are vita shokaha. Now you are no more miserable. Our condition is we have to find out the reason. And therefore we are surprised when we see somebody happy. Hey, क्या हो गया? आज बड़े खुश नजर आ रहे हो. Hey, what's wrong with you? You are happy today? If he is miserable, every day. Okay. Sthayi bhav. Therefore, vita shokaha. Shoka is always with reference to past. With reference to future, it is worry. Both of them tie us down. One old lady in Bangalore, her children told me, children mean they are also old. This lady was very old, 98. So they said, Swamiji, please tell mommy all the time worried. Now my grandchildren are getting married, but my mother is still worried. What about your school and all that? Yeah, you are waiting to die. You used to worry about somebody. Tell her. I said, okay. Amma, complain against you. Why you worry? She scolded me. This is the only thing I can do. If I don't do this, what will I do? I said, yeah, you are right. Continue. That becomes our second nature. And it is for this purpose, our scriptures tell, you have to have self-discipline. When you get up in the morning, unless I complete 20 malas of Mahamantra, Om Sri Ram, Jai Jai Ram, or Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare. Slowly, the wrong habits of the mind will be destroyed. But there also I have seen one genius. One man asked this question, Swamiji, when I do mantra, it becomes so difficult. And my guru has given me this Maha mantra, Hare Ram, how to do that? Other person, Swamiji is always complaining. I also do the same mantra. We have got a common guru. And I do 25 malas. I say, how much time it is? 5 minutes. I said, do you feed it to your computer or what? Show me how you do. He took out the mala. He said, I do like this thing. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. See, 5 times over. I said, you deserve a Nobel Prize. Even Bhagwan will get confused. Friends. Therefore, tamakratu pashyati vita shokaha. You are not here to suffer. We are here only for one purpose. Then we become the dispensers of joy around. Forget about God realization. Only remain happy, that's all. And for remaining happy, you don't have to find out a cause. There are many cartoons in this world. When you see the cartoon, do you become serious? No. That's why I like to travel all alone around the whole world. When I am all alone, then what do? I enjoy cartoons running here and there. So many things you can see. Therefore, Vita Shokaha. And how this is possible? Dhatu Prasadar Mahimanamatmanaha. Dhatu Prasadar means when your mind is always Prasada means what? Prasade sarva dukkhanam hani rasyopajayate prasanna chetaso yashu buddhi paryavatishtate. Prasada buddhi means you are ever cheerful. Ever cheerful doesn't mean like a laughing club, laughing with compulsion. Now laugh 3 times. Tak, tak, tak. Ha, ha, ha. That is not laughing. That's a punishment. Therefore, Dhatu Prasadat, live in this world cheerfully, happily, no complaint, nothing to comment, nothing to evaluate, no nothing. And that is why our Maha Mantra before taking food. आज का भोजन बहुत अच्छा है. Every day before you take food, you say this thing. Not to other, to yourself. आज का भोजन बहुत अच्छा है. Then eat. और यार salt नहीं है. अच्छा है. Now this reality is indicated in a very beautiful way. Asinam duram rajati shayano yati sarvatah kastam madam devam madannyo jnatum arhati. Asino duram rajati. How do you come to this place, Swamiji? I said, I came by sitting. How can you sit and come here? Because I was sitting in the car. Oh. So, the movement of the car was superimposed on me. I did not walk. If you understand this principle, you will never have jet lag. Many people ask this question. How come you don't get the jet lag and the time zone? I said a very simple thing. Time and space are always together. You might have started your journey in Mumbai, but now where are you? In Sydney. So be in Sydney. But what happens? We have reached Sydney and then now बॉम्बे में अभी रात के 12 हो गए कि दिन के 12 हो गए, तुम्हारे 12 बजेंगे. Wherever you are, be there 100%. Your time zone and jet lag will disappear. Why you should get jet lag? Jet was running, you are sitting. Asino duram rajati shayano yati sarvataha. And therefore, although not moving anywhere, moves everywhere, and although not moving anywhere, yet present everywhere. Shayano yati sarvataha. And kastam madam devam madanyo jnatumarati. And how can anybody know this truth other than I? This is the story of this I. See, what we do, we go for vacation, we go for trips here and there. For what? To have change and peace. But wherever you go, there you are, the source of all the problems. By changing the places, by changing the situations, nothing will change. You have to change. Therefore, kahatam madam devam madanyo jnatumarati. Therefore, this truth can never be known as other than the self. That was the problem with Nachiket. He wanted to know what you have seen the reality, that show me. Therefore, you and me are separate. You have realized, but I am not realized. A wise man never takes anybody as unrealized. When I consider myself to be the body, I look upon the world as the body. When I think I am a sannyasi, then I look upon the world as the world is sannyasi and not sannyasi. When I take myself as the rich person, the world is rich or poor. Exactly the same way. When I recognize my divine nature, which is one without a second, there is none other than me. 10th chapter Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, एताम विभूतिम योगम च मम यो वेत्ति तत्वतः सह अविकम्पेन योगेन युज्यते नात्र संशयः. Vibhuti, everything is me. Yoga, the absolute self. He who is thus established in this avikampa yoga, Thereafter, there is no doubt. Firm abidance in the truth. And therefore, here it is said that it is not that the truth is known. Okay, I'll try to realize God. You cannot try. Give it up. Now, further, the arrow marks are given. Ashariram sharireshu anavasteshu vastitam mahantam vibhum atmanam matva dhiro na shochati. Now, these are all the symptoms. Ashariram sharireshu. That which is without the impact of the body, supporting all the body is the truth. Again, work immediately. What is the vision? Vision supports all the colors and forms but doesn't get influenced by any color and form. What is the mind? Supports all the thoughts but doesn't get influenced by any thought. Who is I? Supports waking, dream, deep sleep, samadhi but doesn't get influenced by anybody. Ashariram sharireshu. The waking body is supported, the dream body is supported, the deep sleep body is supported, the samadhi body is supported. But ashariram sharireshu. Matva dhirona shochati. Having come to discover, realize, experience this, the net result is no shochati. You have gone beyond the impact of time. What Nachiket was asking. Anyatra bhutacha bhavyacha yat tat pashyasi tadvada. This is this. This is you, man. Don't search anywhere. So, ashariram sharireshu anamasteshu vastitam. And for this reality, there is no jagra, swapna, sushupti and samadhi avastha. Many people say the waking plane of consciousness, it is totally wrong. Waking belongs to the intellect. Dream belongs to the mind. Deep sleep belongs to the ahankar. And the samadhi belongs to the chitta. Waking is logic predominant, buddhi, intellect. Dream is chaos predominant, mind. The deep sleep is ahankar predominant, because of which the five elements don't get disintegrated. And samadhi is chitta pradhan. Therefore, all the impressions are maintained in the samadhi. See, friends, consciousness doesn't have any experience. Man doesn't suffer. Husband is suffering. It is the son is suffering. The father is suffering. So, the state of son is supported by the man, but the man doesn't suffer. The state of a husband supported by the man, but the man doesn't suffer, husband suffers. Mahantam vibhumatmanam, this infinite, all-pervading, becoming everything and yet remaining the same. Man alone becomes the son, man alone becomes the husband, man alone becomes the father, and yet he continues to be a man. Matva, having thus experienced your own being, na shochati. Thereafter, all the shoka, all the frustration, all the depression, everything disappears. Then what happens? You start creating problem for others. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.